Good evening. I'd like to call this meeting to order. We have the prayer and the pledge by Councilman Warren White.
Lord, please enter every part of our life. Cleanse our heart, renew our mind, and infuse life into our bodies. May you remove all stress, worry, and all kind of problem. I dedicate this in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mayor Pro Tem Ricky Gonsalas.
Present.
Councilmember Brooke Marcotte. Here. Councilmember Warren White.
Here.
Councilmember Troy Como.
Here.
Councilmember David Merrill.
Here.
Councilmember Ron Davis. Here. Councilmember Dan Dahl.
Here.
Thank you. Do we have any public comment cards? No cards? Please put your phone silent or vibrate. And move on to item 2A.
Acceptance of the minutes, regular meeting of October 21st, 2025, which will be published on November 5th, 2025.
I need a motion.
So moved.
Mayor Pro Tem Ricky Gonsalas and a second by Councilman Warren White. Is there any discussion on our meeting minutes of October 21st? Anybody? Everybody good? Please vote your machines. Thank you very much. Madam Clerk, 3A.
Marcus Boudreaux to announce the Veterans Day event taking place in New Iberia on November 11th, 2025.
I'm Marcus Boudreaux. I'm here to announce Iberia Veterans Association, our annual Veterans Day event tribute. It's going to be held Tuesday, November 11th, 2025. The Iberia Jazz Band is going to start at 5 p.m. The ceremony is going to start at 6 like it always does. We're looking forward to the crowds that we've been having. This year, we have a couple of different. We have Miss Louisiana 2025, Christian Kimball, and she's actually active duty. She's in the Louisiana National Guard. Then we also have the U.S. Naval Sea Cadet Corps. It's a youth group. They're going to be coming in. And we also have a representative from a local VA office from Franklin. He's a member of our group, and he's going to have a table set up with flyers, anybody information for the VA. And they're having trouble, he's going to have contact numbers. Might be able to answer some of their questions or guide them to the right place. And then everything else is going to be the same that we do every year with the support of the citizens. It's been overwhelming. And it's nice to see that our veterans and even our active duty and their families can see that this city will support them and the local areas will support them. And everybody's invited. And if you can't bring your own lawn chairs, we'll have seating, but just bring a few extra. Hopefully everybody's gonna need them.
Good, thank you. Thank you for what you do.
All right, thank you.
What time is it? What time? Five.
Yeah, 5 starts at 5, and the band's gonna start at 5, and the ceremony starts at 6.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, 4A.
Resolution number 25-135, a resolution authorizing the mayor to negotiate and execute an agreement by and between the City of New Iberia and the Garen Paul Atkinson Lewis Foundation related to services with Teen Court.
I need a motion.
So moved. Motion.
Mayor Pro Tem Ricky Gonsalas and Councilman David Merrill.
Yeah.
We have somebody here. Come on up. I'll let them address us. And
My name is Andrew Chambers, and I am a part of the Teen Court program. So the Teen Court program, what we do is, the motto is change judged by teens. And the entire point of it is to have kids come in who have done something wrong, and we are their redemption shot. Now, we want to go further and go into schools because we have many problems within Teen Court program because it deals with court. The main problem is vaping. Now, there always are people who
What you said the main problem was?
vaping. The mic isn't close enough?
it's cool.
So what we want to do is we want to go into schools with other problems, but vaping mainly, and teach the kids not only about the problems, but some kids know the problems of it, and they are just too addicted to it. Give them chances to get out of it and ways to hold on to something else instead of holding on to it. Now, another great part about Teen Court is that teens would be doing this. It's not a 16-year-old with a 40-year-old doing this. It's people on the same level who have the same views and culture. So it helps them connect to them and understand how to do it together. So we have been trying to do this for a little while, and I was hoping that today we would be able to go in and actually do it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hello, council members. My name's Carson Mollett. I'm the current sitting judge for teen court. I've been associated with the program since its most recent inception. I had the honor of being the defense attorney on the very first teen court case, and I've worked my way up through the ranks, and I'm now the sitting judge. Because of that, I've seen a plethora of kids come through. And one big problem, like Andrew mentioned, is vaping, and one big problem is drug use, things like that. Mm-hmm. And I think one of our main problems is we're not reaching enough people. People don't really know teen court's a thing unless we don't have advertising. We're not able to go and talk to people our age. And because teen court, well, yes, it is a deterrence, it's also a remediation program. And you cannot have one without the other. If it's just deterrence, then it's ineffective because you're just punishing people. If it's just remediation, then it's ineffective because they're not having consequences. So the goal of teen court is to bring kids to, and then once they, as most of you know, I'm sure, once they complete our program, their record gets expunged. So their record is clean, and teen court gives them the opportunity to do that. And I feel like if more people knew about it, then we would be much more effective. Much more effective. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
got a question for you.
All right, questions, comments? Councilmember?
Yeah, what would you think that what you need to do to make it more effective like that for people to know more about it? What you thinking about?
Yes, sir. I think, like Andrew mentioned, I think going into schools, presentations. I know as a high school student, I'm a junior at Lorville High. Students kind of see presentations as corny. It's kind of an eye roll thing, like, oh, we got to sit through this again. But I think if you have kids who are in teen court, kids their age, people who are in their grade, possibly go to school with them, it's much, much easier. And as kids, we understand what they're going through because people will not learn if they don't feel they're heard.
Right.
So you have to, I think the reason teen court is special is because we have that connection. And I think, frankly, we have to exploit that. And we have to use everything that we can.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think it's great that they go to the program once they complete it, and it'll be expunged. They give them a whole new look on life where they can start new, fresh. And then by the vaping, I think it's good that y'all go in instead of somebody my age.
Right.
They relate to y'all more than they relate to somebody that's 60-something years old.
So,
Yes, sir.
Carson, it seems like this is a first of all, it is a very interesting program. I love the fact that y'all are getting involved and the fact that I think you're right that you should be able to relate better. Going into the school sounds like a good direction. Sometimes that's where problems start, okay, besides at home. But how do your cases normally originate?
it can be things like fighting in school, disturbing the peace, robberies under $1,000, vaping, getting caught with illegal substances on school, paraphernalia, things of that nature. That's typically where. And a big problem that we have, it's not frequent. I believe it's only been a handful. I could count on both my hands. But there have been people who have come and then done their sentence and came back. And that's an issue because that means at least in that specific case, we weren't effective enough. And I think y'all giving us the power to be able to reach these kids and spread the message will allow us to be as effective as we possibly can.
A little bit. We get them from the courts, the schools, and the parents.
Okay. That was my question.
They'll come in and be like, the city prosecutor, she sends us a lot. The schools, we dealing with them, and a lot of parents, they'll come and say, hey, we need help with our kids. I have one today that's in session. I'm like, where you come from? Oh, I saw y'all, come on in. So however they come, we get them and, you know, show them love.
So in other words, they just have to make contact.
Yes.
And you'll come in and intercede and get set up with the program. And now, the other thing I would love to see is that, I think y'all came once before, since I've been here. I'd like to look at your, how many go into your program and the outcomes.
Y'all gonna get an annual summary in the beginning of January.
We do.
So we told it all up and we
Yeah.
we give it to y'all.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Good, anybody
Thank
else? Yes,
y'all.
sir.
So, Carson, you know, I heard some really good comments, and I'm very prone to, that's a very successful program, but my suggestion to you is, I think you need to go back and come up with a marketing plan. And a marketing plan amongst you and your peers, and see how you want to market this product. Because you're right, nobody knows about it, and it's a very effective program. But I think you guys need to come up with a marketing plan to get that message out via whatever social media, letters, whatever, and come back and let us know how we can help in you marketing your product. We're here to support you in any way we can, but we can also help you in marketing your product. I'm not talking financially, but we all know a lot of people. We can go out and talk for you. But why don't you put a marketing plan together, bring it back to us, and so we can market it and get you more participation and hopefully help you out in the message you want to advocate.
I mean,
Good idea.
we'll use social media. We got a platform. I got media people, whatever it takes. I mean, we actually, and I'm sure everybody realized that, we actually have given them given the organization more money this year than we have in the past. We do see the value. Can't thank kids like you enough for doing what you're doing. But as a whole, we definitely, as Ricky says, we definitely want to do more. So get us a plan. We will help you market it, because what you do, I mean, it's our future's our kids, and in our community, we all know that we have some challenges with our youth. So anything we can do to help, I mean, that's why we're here. So thank you. Thanks for what you do.
Thank you.
I do have a question,
Oh,
sorry.
yes, ma'am.
One more.
So,
One more question.
Teen
You're just
Court
not getting
is-
off easy, man.
Sorry, I mean, it's so interesting, it's a good.
It
It's a
is.
good program.
It's fun.
Are you guys on social media, like on TikTok?
I don't,
No?
yeah, we're on Facebook,
Facebook.
but not,
Okay. I was told Facebook is for old people like us now. TikTok is apparently where it's
TikTok
at for
and
the younger
Instagram.
kids.
They're gonna set up their own because they're starting a podcast coming up too. So
Good.
Oh,
That'll
okay,
work.
that's interesting. Very good. No, I was
Could be
just
good.
curious as to where it was on social media. Again, we're the old people on Facebook, sorry. But yeah, TikTok apparently is where it's at for the teens now, so.
I wouldn't know. I'm on Facebook.
Oh, really? So you're old like us then? Okay, got it. All right, thank you.
Joe, anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, with that said, any more discussion, or are we ready to vote?
I'm ready.
Vote your machines. Thank you very much. Good presentation. Yeah, good stuff. 4B.
Resolution number 25-136, a resolution approving certificate of substantial completion for Phase 2 of the American Rescue Plan Act City Park Improvements Project, and authorizing the mayor to execute any and all documentation in connection therewith.
Can I get a motion?
Second.
Councilman Dandahl, and who had the second? Councilman Warren White. We have David here. David?
All right, so good evening. Right now, we're going to ask for a vote on the certificate of substantial completion. The skate park builder, we have some photos that we took over the weekend. So they are at a point where we believe they're substantially complete. They do have some punch list items, mainly dealing with the areas outside of the skate park. The skate park itself is actually 100% finished. But we do have some sidewalks and parking and just some cleanup that they have to address. But they are going to work on that over the next few weeks and have that wrapped up. The site is still secure with a fence system, and we have been communicating with Public Works. They're going to do some in-kind work to remove the fence and do some back dressing on the outer part where the fence was. At that point, then the park could be used, and so we wanted to make sure that we got this substantial completion taken care of, so that the liability is no longer on the skate park builder. Whenever that fence does come down, it would be usable. We have a sign. It's a little fly through. I encourage everyone to go check it out. It's really impressive. They did a really good job. He's a quality concrete tradesman. They take a lot of pride in it. They had sponges. They were just scrubbing it every little inch just to clean it up right. That's kind of it in a nutshell. We don't have an exact date yet, but we are going to work with them to find that date, and I'm sure it'll be like a ribbon cutting. I know that the skate community, they're ready to throw competitions and stuff like that and bring everyone from all around the whole South to it. So
Good stuff.
it's going to be a big event when that time comes. So.
Questions come? Yes, sir.
How are we gonna dress up the edges where the dirt's at? Are we just gonna backfill that with topsoil, or are we gonna?
It's gonna
sod
get
it, or
hydro
what?
seeded.
They're going to hydro-seed.
Hydroseed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the drainage swale. It's just 6,600 square feet of the 9,000 square feet of the pool. You can see actually kind of where that zone is. That's the drainage swale. We have some drains in there. Everything from the basically the right side of the skate park drains across to that area and then goes into some drains. But they have an embankment they're building, and then they're going to hydro seed all that.
Yes, sir.
I see they got a lot of existing lighting. Is it gonna be lit?
We don't have any plans right now for lighting, but I went and looked at the pickleball courts. They did some lighting over there recently. I'm gonna go check them out after this to see how bright they are, and maybe that could be a similar thing.
Because they do have some existing
They
lights
do.
from the pool.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
6 existing light poles. We did explore it, but we decided with the extra money to proceed with sidewalks and parking over the lighting.
So the hours of the park will still be the hours that they
Yes.
can use that?
Yes.
So until they have lighting, they can still go at night?
The other one that we've had for years is unlocked, and
Yeah.
the gates.
At some point, they just can't
see.
skate it.
Yeah, I was just wondering, 'cause I saw the light poles, I didn't know if that was,
Yeah.
could be used or not.
And we did explore it. We got prices. We just
Yeah.
we chose to do the sidewalk and the parking for it and kind of get the park finished.
Yeah.
And the lighting, something we can always come back and do.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Just a quick, I'm sure we're gonna have some surveillance there, cameras for kids out skating or whatever, right?
There is a crime camera right across from the skate park.
Yep. And then it's very close to the community center, much closer than the old skate park was. So I mean, it's at the doorstep really. So
Just so we have some monitoring.
Yeah, there is a white police camera.
There is.
Right across from the skate park.
that's why it's there.
Got a question.
Yes, sir.
How much parking will they have with the parking that we
We're
add to
adding
it?
4 new spots.
Okay.
And there's parking all around it
See,
now.
Right there, yeah.
see that orange barricade on the bottom right side? Well, then you can see where the drive is, that area right there. Between those 2 trees, we're going to put 4 paved spots right there.
Okay.
And that's going to be like the entrance into the skate park.
Okay.
There's going to be a big sign there that says, welcome, and has all the rules and has you guys' names on the back for the placket, and just kind of spells out all the liability things that,
Okay.
skate at your own risk and things
Same
like
thing
that.
when we opened, the other skate park had been closed and locked.
Right,
And so
right.
when I got here, we opened it, but we did a tour with our insurance company. And so that verbiage is the only reason we got to unlock the gates.
Right,
So it
right.
has to be at this park too. That's the only way our insurance will cover us.
Okay.
But a lot of these kids come walking on a bike with their
Oh, yeah.
skateboard. They
Oh,
don't come in a
definitely.
car.
Right, right.
Definitely.
Thank you.
But the parking will help, so,
Oh, Yeah. Anybody else? Everybody good? Please vote your machines. Thank you very much.
All right, thank y'all.
4C.
Resolution number 25-137, a resolution awarding contract to Delcon LLC for the Slime and Theater Interior Renovations Project and authorizing the mayor to execute any and all documentation in connection therewith.
I need a motion.
Motion.
Mayor Pro Tem Ricky Gonsalas, who had the second? Councilman Ron Davis. This is a small project in the lobby, a little bit of painting, taking down a glass partition and kind of opening up the lobby a little better because it does get really congested in there. There's a couple of big bulky pieces that are falling apart that have served their time. Those will leave. And it's just cleaning up that lobby, and by getting rid of that area as you come in to the left, like there's an area that really isn't utilized. It's had just storage basically right in the middle of the lobby, so this will clean it up and make that a little bit more accessible.
But you still got that little stage in the front.
Oh, yeah, that's all staying. That's
That
all
little
original
booth
to the
in
building.
the front still gonna be there?
We're gonna probably end up, what's that little counter, you
Right.
know, we're gonna try to do something different. It's so big, it's kinda in the doorway. And then this is all opposite of that. The other side where there's a little glass partition, one time it was an office.
Uh-huh.
It hadn't been used, it's just full of junk stuff that gets left there. So we're gonna open that up to the lobby.
Oh,
We
so
have
it'd be
some
like,
ideas
so when they
that-
serve drink, you could
Right,
be in
in
there.
other words, we're gonna tuck
Instead
that
of
little
taking up
area
the-
in
yeah.
and make it the bar when they
Right.
have fundraisers, make it where they put food. I think it's a good use to free up more space in the main area.
Yeah.
Good, thanks.
Anybody else? Everybody good? Please vote your machines. Thank you all very much. 40.
Resolution number 25-138, a resolution awarding contract to DXI Electric LLC for the Cedar Gates Community Center Electrical Service Rebuild Project and authorizing the mayor to execute any and all documentation in connection therewith.
I need a motion.
So move.
Second.
Representative Ricky Gonsalas, Councilman Ron Davis.
Do what?
This is,
Look,
You said Ricky.
oh, I did? I'm sorry. I did?
that's why we have names.
Well,
That's why one.
it's always
Yeah,
Ricky.
you almost
So-
had me sold.
It's always
I was
Ricky, so
almost
that's
sold,
why I
you know?
said.
Sorry, Dan.
No problem, anytime, man.
Man.
That's okay, you.
And you know, I was trying to move to talk about the project, okay? This is,
district, I was exhausted.
I know that. Remember the night we went
Oh, yeah.
and we all sweated?
Yeah.
Like crazy? Like there were hundreds. How many people were there?
600?
Like 600
Yeah.
and the air conditioner broke? Well, the air conditioner didn't break. The main panel broke, okay? The main panel is the culprit. So they ended up, for now, switching to a blank area of the main panel to get us back operational. If that goes out, and this is also 1960 electrical panels, if that goes out, we have no more to get to. The wires were long enough to bring it down one in the panel. There's still another spare, but we can't get to it. So this project is critical that we change that main panel. It's a sizable project, but we gotta have it because we've spent all the money renovating that whole, thanks to all of y'all, renovating that whole gym. And without this, we could have that same thing happen again.
So, Mayor, you talking about the panel,
It's all the way
on
in
the
the
stage?
No,
No.
it's all the way in the back of the building in the storage area.
And you still got 2 services coming to the park?
Yes, we haven't. I looked at that and had these engineers, because the next big hurdle with this park, if we could ever get it on one service like it should be, well, then we could wire it for a generator. Because remember, that serves as that's the only shelter we have. So I can't put a generator there because of the 2 separate services. But it is actually another $150,000 to do all that work. I have it where it's semi-engineered, and I got budgets just to see. That will have to be a future project. But this one at least gets us to where we're not gonna have a failure in our electrical system.
So, Mayor, that's the base bid, is just changing that panel with the
Yeah,
breakers
that's
and
all
stuff?
we could afford,
But we're
right?
not changing no service or anything?
No, cannot do that yet.
What's that, like 600 amp panel, you know?
Oh, yeah, it's huge, it's huge.
So what was the alternates about where we accepted only the base, it looks like?
I think we priced some of that to work toward being able to have a single service. We didn't put the throw switch or anything.
Yeah.
Just we said, okay, we'll get it all to one panel, and then we'll come back once we would have a size, and we'd add the throw switch. Because you see, the Red Cross would bring us a portable generator if we're acting as a shelter. But again, they can't hook it up. So that's gonna have to come when we find some
So
more
what
money.
kind of time we talking about without power at the building?
Never, because they're gonna do the swap over pretty quick.
Okay.
I think they have it figured where it won't be a huge disruption, and we control the schedule. In other words,
Yeah.
with all the events, I mean, Pancake Supper's coming this month. That's probably 500 or 600
Mardi Gras
people.
balls and-
Mardi Gras balls are coming.
Yeah.
We got a Christmas thing. We got a ton of stuff coming. So they're gonna have to just work the power, around us. Same way that we've done the plumbing
Yeah.
and everything else.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
That's an overhead service drop in the back there, isn't it?
Yeah, two of them.
Yep.
2 of them, that's what I thought, pretty
Yeah.
big.
Which is
Long
weird.
As well.
Yes.
A set of pole back there. And isn't it a dumpster or something?
Oh, there's a little work yard back there that we're
Right.
actually getting rid of the junk cars back there now, the latest of surplus.
Right.
but there's a dumpster back there, there's cars parked back there, there's playground equipment. We're cleaning that area up right now.
That's why I'm targeting that overhead service. Wouldn't it,
I understand.
would it be better?
Um,
Go underground,
I don't know if you could.
safety wise?
it might, I'm sure the cost will go up even more, you know, one step at a time, but
Dealing with Clico, man.
maybe I just make a deal with Clico. There you go. It might work.
Yeah.
You know who we're gonna call. It might
right.
work.
Oh, you right.
My man Willie.
That's right, that's right. It's just
Anybody
the
else?
thoughts.
Everybody good? Please vote your machines. Thank you. That's funny. It was me. 4E.
Resolution number 25-139, a resolution authorizing and directing the mayor and/or his staff to execute the Louisiana Audit Compliance Questionnaire for and on behalf of the city of New Iberia.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Councilman David Merrill and Councilman Warren White. Is there any discussion on this? This is a function of Lafayette.
I got one,
Yes, sir.
that's, for, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, this is just a kind
Long
of
agenda item.
I was wrong.
audit
Yeah.
requirement. Everybody good with it?
Yeah.
Good.
Please vote your machines. Thank you. 4F.
Resolution number 25-140, a resolution awarding contract to Doming Zalbo and Associates Incorporated for the Pump Station B5 Upgrade Project and authorizing the mayor to execute any and all documentation in connection therewith.
This is the project that we need for the new Brian McLean subdivision behind the little Walmart.
Right.
So do I have a motion?
Motion.
I think Councilman David Merrill and Mayor Pro Tem Ricky Gonsalas. Any discussion on this item?
So Mayor, that's a new, pump station?
This is, they put in the pump station, we have some upgrades to do to our pump station. But as far as for the developer, he runs his lines in the development, he goes to a new lift station that he puts in, but we have to upgrade our pump station to handle this increased capacity.
Okay. All right.
Everybody good? Then please vote your machines. Thank you. And Craig would be here. He's at a meeting in Baton Rouge. He had to go to a meeting with DEQ this afternoon. Yes, for now, yes. 4G.
Resolution number 25-141, a resolution awarding demolition contract for the fiscal year 2023 clearance program to Lathan Construction LLC and authorizing the mayor to execute any and all documentation in connection therewith.
The next three items are all demo, and it's all the demos related to the houses with asbestos. Two of them, right? Next two? Yeah, two of them. Okay, do I have a motion?
Motion.
Councilman Troy Como and Councilwoman Brooke Marcotte. Is there any discussion on this one? Everybody good? Please vote your machines. I'm just excited we're getting some demo.
Time.
Be mine or yours.
4H.
Resolution number 25-142, a resolution awarding demolition contract for the fiscal year 2023 clearance program to LNK Demolition LLC and authorizing the mayor to execute any and all documentation in connection therewith.
I need a motion. Councilman Warren White,
Second.
second. Mayor Pro Tem Ricky Gonsalas.
Unsure about it.
I almost called you Dan. Is there any discussion on this item? Everybody good? Oh, it's your house?
I have a house on the list.
Is it this one?
Which one?
What's
No,
the
these are
address?
from the grant. It's probably not.
840.
No, he's 841.
No.
That's later on.
Okay, that's later on. Yes, sir. Thank you, though. Everybody good on this one?
Yeah.
Please vote your machines. Thank you. 4I.
Resolution number 25-143, a resolution accepting Act 461 of the 2025 RLS appropriation relative to the operation of teen court and designating Bobette LaStraps to act on behalf of the city of New Iberia in all matters pertaining to this project, and further authorizing the mayor to execute any and all documentation in connection therewith.
This is money coming from the state that goes to teen court, correct? Do I have a motion?
Second.
Mayor Pro Tem Ricky Gonsalas and Councilwoman Brooke Marcotte. Is there any discussion on this item?
So it just passes through us and goes to them?
Yes.
One of those situations, I want to be
And
sure.
we have to follow all of our procurement policies and all of that, but it comes through us and, you know, we handle that.
All right. Thank
good?
you.
Please vote your machines. Thank you. 4J.
Resolution number 25-144, a resolution accepting Act 461 of the 2025 RLS appropriation relative to children's summer programs and designating Babette LaStraps to act on behalf of the city of New Iberia in all matters pertaining to this project, and further authorizing the mayor to execute any and all documentation in connection therewith.
This is not our summer program. This is Yab to Bab, the same, we funded them last year, same way. Comes through the state and comes through us, and we do the procurement. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Councilwoman Brooke Marcotte and Councilman David Merrill. Any discussion on this one?
I got a question, Mayor. I've been looking at our last few packets, and I keep seeing this Act 461 of 2025. That's something new that came out this year that we, through the, it seemed like it's coming through the,
Through the state.
through
Yeah,
the
It
state.
happens during session and money is allocated and,
Through the Treasury or something like that?
through the Treasury. So, the legislators and the senators get together and that's where this money came from and, whatever they do, they ask us to, you know, I'll get a phone call and they'll say, okay, we need it to run through you. So it runs through us because that's just how it goes. In some instances, entities get money themselves. And the way we seem to work is I get a phone call and I mean, I'm not gonna say no, it's for a local nonprofit or a local organization. I'm gonna say yeah every time, but they want it to run through us. And so that way we have a little extra work, some procurement and making sure that all the rules are followed. But it's all money that comes from the state that we're, you know, blessed to have from our delegation because it goes to something good in our community.
So they put in a request to the state, it comes through
Yes.
us, and we have to put our blessings on it?
Yes.
Okay.
We've handled that for the museum, we've handled it for Yab to Bab, we've handled it for GPAL. And really, if anybody else calls me that the state's giving them money, that of course we're gonna do it. I mean, it's good for our community. And every once in a while, we get some MAC money, but, you know, not often enough. But that's just part of the show.
One thing I see with that, so the governor has to approve all
Yes.
monies that come through
Yes.
on that act right there. Okay.
You're exactly right. All comes from the state to us. Anybody else? Please vote your machines. All right, moving on to 5A, property standards.
Public hearing and action, resolution number 25-145, on the state of buildings located at 722 Hopkins Street, District 2, per resolution number 25-109.
All right, I'm gonna get a motion and second before we start I'll try to do that every time,
So moved.
so we don't get thrown off, okay? Mayor Pro Tem Ricky Gonsalas, I need a second.
Second.
Councilman Ron Davis, okay, go.
So to begin, we have a whole list of hearings here. 722 Hopkins Street. I believe we have some pics. We all know what this one is about.
Yeah, I think we have someone who's gonna speak on that.
Maybe so.
We do.
No, this is 840.
No,
but
no,
we-
no,
he's
no.
doing- you said
we
it
have
was-
no-
Turn the other way.
Marlon Lewis.
Oh, okay. I got you. Come on up, Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. Morrow.
So, if I can,
Yes, sir.
so you gave notice, Matt, you gave notice from the inspection department. I know we had notices done by McKinley James, our appointed attorney, and I got the information back from him, so I think our notices are okay. Just want to say that on the record.
Good evening, council. Coming as a concerned citizen, as you know, I've served 8 years and seemed like this house has been on the demolition list for at least 4 years, or it's been dilapidated for at least 4 years of the time that I served. I know the owner and owners actually knew the original owner, Ms. Zula May, but when this house burned, to see it on Hopkins Street every day. And for those that don't know, Hopkins Street is the Black Main Street. And so I know that the council wouldn't want to see this on Main Street. I know they wouldn't. We don't want to see it on Hopkins Street. And it's been there for too long. I understand that Mr. Jones, I know him personally. I understand that he may want to tear it down himself. I've been talking to him about the process. But I just hope the council acts with some empathy and sympathy, because he is an older man that may or may not be on a fixed income. I know he's retired, but we can't give him forever, but we need to act on this house. I mean, I'm tired seeing it. I was tired seeing it as a councilman. I'm tired seeing it as a regular citizen now. So just on behalf of my community, and I support whatever decision Mr. Warren White, Councilman White, whatever you do, I support you 100%, but I still get calls on this house. That's why I came. And I want to be able to tell those people what I found out tonight about this house. So that's all I'm here for. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Mr. Harold has come to my office twice to obtain a permit. But I'm waiting to see what we do here tonight. You know.
So when,
Yes, sir.
for the permit.
Councilman White, your district?
Okay. Now the permit, when they get a permit, how long is the permit?
All of my permits are for 6 months.
Oh, that's too long.
I agree. However,
For this house here,
yeah,
how about, I know Jeff, we can write a letter or something and give him maybe 90 days?
Well, we usually, when we take action, we say, we'll give you 30 days or
30
whatever it
days?
is to demolish it on your own, or we'll demolish it.
Okay, well, the
So
30
it doesn't have to, it's good when it doesn't have to
Yeah.
come back before this body.
Oh, okay.
I agree with that.
So, I think,
So it's-
we could say 30 days for him to get his permits and start the demolition. Otherwise, we'll do it, or something
Mm-hmm. Okay.
like that.
So it's,
I don't know what kind of time frame we're talking about. There are a number of owners of this property.
yeah,
He's
so,
just one of them.
6.
so it's 30 days then?
Well, it's up to y'all, but, we
But-
usually say, this is what we're gonna do if you don't take action within a certain amount of time. And
So-
we usually say, when we want somebody to tear something down right away, we say, you act within 30 days or we will.
Okay. We can't give him 60 days? Just to give him a little time?
You can, it's your district.
Yeah, just
could.
because he's the
You
elderly
can
guy.
propose, whatever you
Propose
want to
whatever
do.
you
And
want.
I have,
Consistent with what we've been doing with other houses.
yes, I understand that. So, well, I'm still gonna go, I would like to say, at least give him 60 days. If, if the council go along with me with that, give him a little time. Because, he's the elderly guy on a fixed income, you know what I'm saying? And I'd rather give him at least 60 days instead of 30.
I had a
If
question
y'all,
on that, too.
you
The 6 owners that you
yes,
say
sir.
that owned it, that with it, would they have to be able to sign off within the 60 days to make sure that if he does it, it has to be done like that, right?
Well, I guess as an owner, he could get the permit.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna need everybody.
Okay.
And
I just want to
some of
make
these
sure.
cases, you're not gonna get everybody.
No.
Right. I just want to make sure the legal aspect of it is
Yeah.
being done
Yeah, and
right when they do that.
Of
it's
this, go ahead.
And just
diff-
because there's 6 owners doesn't mean we can't tear it down.
Right. That's
No,
cool.
no, we give
I'm
notice
just
to
saying,
the whole bunch. But, what he does with his co-owners, that's his business.
Right.
Correct. Okay.
Right. I guess that's what I meant.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I see, along with all of the properties, it's all the same standard. And I'm looking at option number 2, that gives them the 30 days, but it's a revisit, it's the owner's order to demolish and revisit. So maybe at the time that we revisit it, we give them the time. If they made a honest effort toward tearing it down.
Well, usually we have a revisit when somebody shows up and makes a promise, and we agree with them on what's gonna be done, but, when these things come up again, we gotta give notice to all the owners again. It's a real chore. The revisits are a problem.
Okay.
What we ought to do is we ought to say, this is the path we're on, unless you tear it down yourself, we're gonna tear it down.
Yeah.
And we're given a certain amount of time, because I don't think, a revisit is useful when you can rehab a house.
Right. Right.
But if you can't rehab a house, there's really
No.
no point
Right.
in a revisit.
This option says the owner's order to demolish and then revisit.
No,
For that option 2.
if they don't demolish it,
That's
the
those 3
city.
options we can have.
Yeah. It's options.
Yeah, a long time ago, we tried that. I'm just saying,
I'm
we
just-
tried
that's
to
an
have, at one time, we came in, I don't know, maybe my second maybe the end of my first term. You remember? One time, Marlo's gonna remember, one time we made up 3 options, and we brought them to the council, and we said, hey, we could do 1, 2, or 3. We don't even need to talk about it, okay? That worked for a meeting and a half, okay? And then it quit working. In other words, it was like a concise way that we thought we wouldn't spend a half hour talking about a property. And sometimes people come, and I'm not being ugly, I want to help everybody, but they make a lot of excuses. And we had people coming for the second and third time. You had council members in the past that voted to tear something down, then came to the next meeting and said, I don't want to tear it down. And those houses are still up. So it wasn't concise like we thought it was going to be. So the 1, 2, 3 kind of went out there. We still put it on stuff, but we really quit doing that and kind of said, we need to hold people accountable and then give them some leeway if they really come and they're really going to do something. So the 1, 2, 3 options we really hadn't been using lately because it didn't work. It didn't have enough bite to make somebody do something.
And the options are useful when you have something that can be fixed.
Yes, yes.
But if it can't be fixed, there's only one solution, and either they do it or we do it.
Yeah.
Right.
And, you know, one of the things that happens at these hearings is when people show up, we get lied to an awful lot.
We do. We do. We do.
The only reason why I brought that up, because of the consistency of all 5 of these units. The options were available, but Mr. White was asking for a special permission on this one.
Well, but every situation is different. Apparently, if the guy's been in contact with us and he's talking to us about a permit, you know, that's different from a situation where nobody shows up at all or contacts us at all. You know, and it's different from a situation where you might be able to rehab the house. I mean, I think we need to have the hearing so we can tailor the solution to fit the problem. You know, and in this particular case, I think the only path forward is to demolish the thing. Either he does it or we do. And I think we give him a certain amount of time to take care of that himself because it's, you know, cheaper and simpler for that to happen. But if he's not gonna do it, then at the end of that time, we move forward. And we don't bring it back before the council again unless it's a real unusual situation.
And that's what he understands is the case. So to clarify on the notices that were given to the 6, 4 of them did not respond. So that goes to show you.
And we did advertisements. I mean, McKinley James, you know, did his work and he did advertisements for the people we couldn't locate. Yeah.
Yes.
They had the due
Trying
process.
to accommodate the option.
Yes, sir.
If we vote to demolish it, if we approve that demolition tonight, what's the timeline to get it done?
We have to send bids out. We have to do abatement testing
Asbestos.
first. And then if it has asbestos in it, then we remediate, which takes more time. I don't think it has, but you never know. Then we bid it out, and that's at least 6 months.
So
Yeah.
30 days or 60 days is not gonna make a difference.
No.
So we can give them 60 days and,
It does make a difference because he can't start until those 60 days are up.
Yeah.
well,
The longer you give them, in other words, if it's something that we know is gonna come
if we,
down.
if we approve it tonight to move forward after 60 days, with my experience with this is 2 years. So I mean, I don't, 60 days is not a big deal if the process is approved.
Yeah, but I want to see the process move faster. I'm sure you do.
Oh, absolutely, that's my whole point.
So for me, if you look at each house that comes, regardless of where they are or whose district, whatever, I think if we have the mindset, can it be saved or can it? You're much further on the path of saying 30 days and it goes, and then you start saving time. Because what happens is, you know, our people, everybody is unpredictable. So you give 60 days, and then somebody comes and says, this is what has happened in the past. I'm gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna tear it down. I'm at the 59th day, but you know, I'm here to tell you I'm gonna fix it. And then we give them 60 more, and then we give them 60 more. And they seem to get lost in the shuffle, and next thing you know, it is a year before we fool them.
Right.
So the ones that can't be saved, we should have a different mindset than the ones that can be saved.
No, I
Because
agree.
I wanna stop the blight, stop the property
Right,
loss,
right.
give the neighbors some relief,
right.
and an empty lot that maybe could be developed. We have a lot of hurdles, but Jeff and I met with some people this week who are looking at trying to do some revitalization in the area, trying to pick up some lots and trying to do some new houses. Well, you're not gonna do a new house on that until it's clean. So I think if we change our mindset a little bit and just say days always count, okay? And put enough pressure in a very nice way, in a positive community building way of you come and do it and you fix it, or we're gonna take care of it. You might see that we speed up with some of this, you know?
Thank you, Mr. Warren.
So the process won't start, the process won't start until the amount of time that he requests.
Correct.
Yeah, if you give somebody 60 days, they have 60 days.
Yeah.
Right.
So I can't shortcut that. If you give them 30 days, they have 30 days.
They spend more money.
You know, we've had some emergencies, we tore them down right away. That's only happened maybe twice
You think, Warren?
in my 9 years.
Yeah,
So-
that's rare.
Yeah.
So I think if it come on that last day and talking about they need more time, I don't think, if it's not done in the 6 days, then don't give them no more time.
No, if we, the way
way-
we're wording this, as I'd like, you get to word it, as I'd like to see is whatever time you give them, it's and or. In other words, you can't come back.
That's right.
And I think that not bringing it back saves a whole lot of legwork on Matt, on our attorney, on the staff, on getting another attorney to send out notices again. One, it's more of a cost that we could spend that money tearing something down. Number two, then you just slow the whole wheel down again. So I think whatever we do on these, it's either or.
Yeah.
You do or we do.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's,
Well, wait, hang on. Anybody who didn't speak yet?
Yeah.
Okay, didn't you speak once already?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Wait, so some of these houses, has the taxes been paid on the properties? Or sometime not? Because when we tear it down,
Sometime not, sir.
let's explain that the cost of the tearing down goes against the taxes.
Yeah, yeah.
It goes
And
against the
normally,
taxes.
the cost of that, they can't sell that property for that kind of money.
Correct.
So what is the benefit for them to tear something down when they can't get nothing for it? Versus,
That's a good point.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know if the tax has been paid on this lot.
I don't either.
Say it hasn't been paid in 3 years.
That's why we have so many pieces of adjudicated property.
And he tears it down. There's no way, I don't know this, can he make any money selling that lot in the future? Or he just keeping it to feel good? I'm not talking about just this house.
Yeah, just an example.
Just an example. So, that's what we need to look at, because if they already behind on taxes and the taxes is higher than the value of the house, I don't think it means anything for them to tear it down or not themselves. I'm not picking on this house. I'm just saying
I understand.
on the houses in the same condition, because the ones that he said 3 or 4 has not even got back or responded to some of these things. Those
Right.
taxes might have not been paid in years, correct?
Correct. And we have some that aren't. That's why we have 588 adjudicated properties in Clyman, which is more than most communities have. On the flip side, we as the community builders, we as the future of the community who set the policies and try to change and uplift this place, we want to tear them down because, one, they're not affecting the neighbors, they're not affecting property value, and an empty lot looks a lot better than, a property that can't be renovated. So there's a reason for us to be motivated to tear them down, and in the end of the day, we're probably not going to get our money either way, okay? So until the market, the product that we have has a market, until that could happen, okay, then we have no hope of, doing anything. So our job is to clean it up, to try to make a market, to have meetings like we did this week in my office to find people who want to invest in affordable housing and see if they can put some houses back, and then you start building a community again. But that's in, no offense, and not this particular, just an example.
Yeah.
That's in our way to build a community. So it needs to come down either way. But you're not wrong about anything you say. It's just the fact of where we live and,
I know
how times are
That
hard.
didn't happen yesterday.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Look, whatever Mr. White wants to do is district, but I really feel that we need to take the 30 days one. It's been there for 4 years. I mean, why hasn't he torn it down in the last 4 years? All of a sudden now, he wants more time. I think that we wanna move this process, just what Freddie said, clean this community up. Just take the 30 days. 30 days, you can tear the house down. You can issue the permits and done. I mean, 30 more days, but if we wait 60, then we gotta go for a bid, then we gotta move, we talking, Marlo's gonna be looking at a house next year at this time. By the time it all gets done, And I see Marlo don't wanna look at it, so I'm trying to speed up the process for him. So I just think we stick to what we've been doing 30 days, but I'll do whatever you want.
Yes, ma'am.
I think the advantage of the homeowner knocking it down is probably they could get a cheaper price than what our price is, right?
Yes, if they want to
Okay.
go do the work, yes.
Or if they
Or
can
if they are
hire
able to do the work.
somebody,
Sometimes,
yeah.
sometimes people aren't able to do it.
And he pays it.
You know, and he pays it. He might not have the money to do it,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's cheaper. So that might be an option. Or, you know, if he's elderly or he's not in good health, he can't do it.
Right, but he probably could find someone to do it for cheaper than what we're gonna put against his taxes. It's just kinda what I'm trying to put out there, you know, like, it's always easier and better if you do it yourself. Just knock it down yourself instead of getting into this situation with us.
Right, right. Unless they're in a situation, as Dan described, that it doesn't matter because they're never gonna pay anything.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's,
But that's really not our problem.
that's not, because we have to think about
If it
building a
doesn't make
community.
sense for him to tear it down, but he tears it down, I'm happy.
Oh, yeah, that's a win. That's a win for us, because we didn't have to, we can take our limited funds and go tear something else down.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what he wanted to do, because he didn't want to go against
I
his
understand.
tax. 'Cause I talked to the guy,
Yeah.
to him, you know.
But we have to bid, we have all the public processes to go through when we do work. And he doesn't. So it's gonna be cheaper for him to do it than
Yeah.
than for us to
And
do it.
quicker.
So Warren, is he talking about doing it himself?
It's on now.
Yeah, talking about doing it himself.
How
That's
much
why he's
left
trying
to
to get the permit. He want
Just
to
run
he
into
want to do it himself, you know.
Let's see how much they're asking for.
That's what he want to do it himself, you see.
Right.
That's why he want the permit.
Gotcha.
But, you know, that's why I said, how long the permit? I talked to him, I said 6 months, but we don't want to, 6 months to give him those 6 months to tear it down.
Oh, no.
It
no.
got to be
No.
quicker than that, you know?
Yes, sir.
Because just like Marlon said, been up there 4 years. I mean,
Yeah.
it's an eyesore and you're passing on Hopkins, you see
I
that,
saw right there.
that house right
Yep.
there burnt. You know, I'm tired
Now-
looking at it myself.
What you want to do?
So,
Now, one thing you could do is you could say we give him 60 days to finish it. Start it, finish
That's-
it, get it
okay,
done.
that'd
If
be
he's not
great.
finished, completely finished in 60
Then
days, then we go in and finish it.
good.
Right,
I like
right.
that.
That's good.
I like that.
Okay?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, has
That's what I
everybody
want.
spoken this item that wants to
Yeah, I
speak?
like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
give us a motion.
I make
Sir.
a motion that he give him the 60 days. If not done, we tear it down.
Totally complete.
Totally complete.
Okay. Do I have a second on that motion?
Second.
Councilwoman Brooke Markcott? Okay. Any discussion on this motion? And please vote your machines.
We could have tore it down
Thank
by
y'all.
now.
Can I have one question?
I was thinking that, yeah.
60, Matt, 60 days from when the permit, he got to go get a permit this week, though.
Yeah, he'll
Yeah.
be.
Can't wait a
in-
month to go get
No,
a
he's
permit.
already, the
Get the
man,
permit
and
now.
look, let's give the guys due.
Yeah.
He's already come twice to do it. He wants to
that's
do
right.
it.
Good.
We're not beating him up, okay? So most people don't come at all. He's already come twice. So third time's the charm.
He ain't got much left.
No, he doesn't, sir. All right, 5B.
Public hearing and action, resolution number 25-146 on the state of buildings located at 840 Week Street, District 3, per resolution number 25-110.
Do I have a motion?
Move.
Second.
Shoot, Troy.
Councilman Troy Como and Councilman Warren White.
This house had an unfortunate event fairly recently.
Oh, no, that's
It
a big
looks
and nice house.
worse than it did before, but we have a owner here, Mr. Giat, wants to come tell us about
Yes,
what he
sir.
wants to do with it.
Okay, good. Come on up, sir.
Okay. I'm in the process now, starting to tear it down. But there's no way I can do it myself in 60 days. I mean, I understood on the permit that I'd have 6 months to tear it down. I got some relatives that got some heavy equipment, but, the house is 120 years old. Been in a that's been there for 120 years, sitting on that lot, you know? And I'm trying to salvage some of it, for family keepsake. Just tell me what you want, how much time you give me. I'm leaving it up to y'all.
All right. Yes, sir.
So you already bought the permit and you're already in the process of starting?
I've already
I
started.
think, I think we have to honor what we already, what the terms of the permit when we sold it to him.
Okay.
You bought the permit, I agree.
Yeah, we can't, I want them all down tomorrow.
Oh, it's gonna be down.
But in good faith, you bought the permit
Yeah,
in good
okay.
faith
This might
for 6 months? Is that what you said?
6 months, yeah, from the 23rd of, last month, I bought it.
Okay. No, I support
I mean,
allowing him to
what
turn
we've
down.
done is in the past is you give him a permit, he's here, he's got a plan, he's working on it. That counts for something that he's already started.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of lip service because he's working on it. That doesn't mean we can't revisit it. It doesn't mean that you can't say, okay, he's got 6 months, but in 3 months, we're gonna revisit and make sure that he's made progress.
Y'all can come every week if you
You know,
want.
no, but I'm just saying for our
know.
process here, okay?
Yeah.
But you can do that, like if you wanna monitor it, just to make sure that, you know, he's still doing what he said he was gonna do. We do that sometime. In the past, we have revisited along the way.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's given us a plan, so we have to respect and give him a plan.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So I would offer a motion to revisit in 60 days, which would be your halfway mark. And we'll see how you're doing, make sure
Sounds
you're
great.
you're doing okay. And
Sounds great.
I'll offer that in a motion, in the form of a motion.
I still got hands up, so I'm gonna let everybody
question
talk
of Jeff.
before. Okay, yes, sir.
Jeff, just to clarify, Troy's asking for a revisit. Do you have to send notifications out for a revisit? What is the, or I don't
Well-
want to complicate your work.
Okay, why don't we, I mean, we don't have out-of-town people, well, we may have out-of-town people, but we don't have absentees here. So what meeting would that be?
She'll tell us in a second.
You got the permit 30 days ago, so.
Yeah, that's why he did six.
Yeah, that's right, 60.
Yeah, I figured that.
January 6th, I believe. Or November?
Yes, ma'am.
December, January, first meeting in January,
Yeah.
January
the
6th.
6th.
January
Okay,
6th.
so the 6th, so if we tell him now, it'll happen January 6th, you're not gonna get another notice because you're getting the notice right now,
Okay.
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
Then you got notice of a hearing January 6th where we're gonna talk about this again,
Okay, January 6th. I'll write that down.
okay?
Okay.
Sounds great.
That's a good
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'd
Councilman
like
Ron
to
Davis.
bring a note to your attention, sir. You said that you had some heavy equipment to come in.
Well, I'm trying to, I have a relative that has it.
Okay, I want to caution you that
It's in
there's
power
a
line.
power line right next to it.
Oh, I know,
And
I
within
know
10
I know the lot good. I've been living there, I was living there since 92.
Well, the law says that if it's within 10 feet of the power line, you have to notify the power company.
And actually, for your protection and their protection, they'll come and put a blanket.
Yes.
I just did that
Yeah.
last week for somebody. I
may.
rode by and saw something and said, whoa. I called within, because they were about their liability too.
Yeah.
Within the same day, they came and put blankets on the lawn. So if
Yeah.
you get to that point that you know,
Oh, yeah, I'll check all that.
okay. That's a good point. Yes, sir.
I go down Dale Street a lot, and I have to say one thing, I always see somebody lately working there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's him. I've seen him over there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see him, yeah. So, that's a good thing, that's a positive thing.
Agreed. Yes, sir.
And you do know that you have to haul the construction debris off. You do have to haul the construction
Oh,
debris.
yeah, well, you notice there's nothing
Yeah, no,
lingering in the
just-
yard, you
Yeah,
know?
we can't pile it up on the side of the street.
No, I'll haul everything off.
Okay, good deal.
That's taking a little extra time, but,
Right.
as I take it out, I'll haul it off.
Good.
So, there's no debris on the street.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, I put an ice box out there, it lasted about 15
Oh,
minutes.
yeah, dude, they'll pick those up quick.
That up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you put metal out there, it don't last long.
that's right. That's right.
Ice box.
I just want to say thank you for coming because it makes the process
Yeah.
a lot easier, working together.
I mean,
And
this is,
I know
how
it's
we're
a horrible
supposed to do it.
situation.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
You're a good example of what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
well, I didn't plan on somebody setting fire to it.
Yeah, no
I
kidding.
was
'cause
trying to sell it
really
to
neat-
somebody to redo it,
Really neat old
and
house.
then next thing you know,
Had good
I got a call,
architecture.
it got
Yeah.
burnt, you know.
I know. I kept thinking I was rooting for it. I showed it to a lot of people because it's good architecture, good bones.
Well, I mean,
I know.
they got a lot of good wood left in it.
Oh yeah, I agree with you.
Long leaf pine floors.
Yeah, I'm sure. Okay,
So that's what I'm trying to save, you know.
I don't blame you.
I mean, my great grandfather, my great aunts and uncles, all grew up in that house.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, we have a motion on the floor and we don't have a second yet.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a second by Mayor Pro Tem Ricky Gonsalas. Do we have any other further discussion? Everybody's good? Then please vote your machines. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
okay, thank you.
Up next is, oh, sorry.
5C.
Public hearing and action, resolution number 25-147, on the state of buildings located at 519 Silver Street, District 4, per resolution number 25-111.
All right, I need a motion.
Motion.
Second.
Thank you, Councilman David Merrill and Councilman Ron Davis. Y'all made it easy. I wasn't expecting that. Okay,
519 Silver, I have not gotten any notices back. And matter of fact, some of these owners are in Egypt. So there were some absentee.
Yeah, and McKinley James actually sent letters to Egypt.
Yeah. Nobody's responded.
that's wild.
How long it's been, Matt?
Since this has been on the docket, are
Well,
they,
you know, the response, no responses and everything, how long that's been so far?
how long has it been since we given
Letters to
notice?
Egypt and stuff like that, no, without nobody responding. Egypt.
Oh, it's been almost a month now.
I think we have
for
one
Egypt.
local guy that we gave a notice to,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, let's see. James sent his out,
And we had, I think your office gave notice to one local fellow who gets the
October.
tax bill.
22nd.
Yeah, I think there's a local guy who handles that property for these people.
So the taxes are being paid on it, pretty much?
I'm not sure, I don't have that. I'm not sure if it's adjudicated.
This, Zaglul Hassan was the guy who lived in town, and he had a number of rent
I
properties.
remember that.
And
When I was
little
on the
Egyptian
council the
fella,
first time.
little
Yeah.
Egyptian fella.
Yeah.
And,
Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
yeah, and, after he died, his children inherited the property, and he has a friend or some relative or somebody here who is kind of taking care of things in this country. And I think he's the guy who gets,
And that was sent out at the end of September.
yeah,
Okay,
And
Yeah.
to answer your question, it is adjudicated.
yeah.
yeah. And,
How long it's been on the list?
It's been in bad shape for a while.
Yeah, 5 years maybe.
is it salvageable with a reasonable amount of money?
Yes, that's what I
No.
want to know too.
No, the back, which is hard to get to in this, today, this is some shots from today. And I could not get to the back because it's so overgrown and the back is wide open. So it's not. This is just 2 front picks.
Since we don't have, we're not getting no response on nothing.
No.
I would say 30 days.
So if they don't tear it down within 30 days, we will.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
And we give them notice and, yeah.
okay. Well, I got a motion on the floor. Well, there might be some more discussion. I don't want to rush anything. Anybody have any other discussion?
In a case like that, let's say with the 30 days, do we put a notice or anything on the property that it will be torn down?
We have signs.
Yeah, we put a sign.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, anybody else? So
We
then I
have
have
to
a,
send another letter to Egypt.
no, no.
Cause I know a lot of people when, you know, like when we was on the council the first time, the guy had a legitimate business thing he was doing and everything. But ever since that been done, a lot of people have been complaining about, you know, this building for a long time.
Well, after he died, it wasn't the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because he was a little hustler.
Yeah,
He's
he
a nice-
was,
You
he
know,
was.
he was doing well.
He's a nice little guy.
Nice man. Like, I remember him. Okay, so I have that's a motion? You got a motion on the floor? I need a second.
Second.
Somebody help him out.
That's good.
Councilman Ron Davis.
All right.
Thank you, thank you. There's no other discussion? Please vote your machines. Thank you very much. 5D.
Public hearing and action, resolution number 25-148, on the state of buildings located at 614 Lombard Street, District 5, per resolution number 25-112.
Okay, I need a motion.
Second.
Councilman Ron Davis and Councilman Warren White. Good.
We have your basic CMU building, which has just CMU.
Yeah, that's all that's left.
614 Lombard. That's all that's left, you're right.
Yep.
24 hours.
It's another one.
It is.
And for each one of these, we have a report saying it's dangerous.
24 hours.
Absolutely.
Yeah. 24 hours.
That's what we talking
It's
about.
not down in 24 hours.
24 hours.
We've got a response back from.
No, actually, it's one owner, and I have both certified and regular mail, no response. So neither one of them have been delivered. Return to sender, so unanswered and unable to deliver.
put the sign in the yard that will be torn down in 30 days. That's enough
Okay.
for me.
Okay. All right. Any discussion? We got to get a second.
I'll
but
second it.
Don't go crazy. Okay. So, Councilman Ron Davis has a motion, and Mayor Pro Tem Rick Gonsalas has a second. If everybody's ready, vote your machines.
Sorry.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got 500 on the list, I think.
We have a lot. 5E.
Public hearing and action, resolution number 25-149 on the state of buildings located at 812 Dicknair Street, District 6, per resolution number 25-113.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Oh, so move, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Stay with us, Mr. Dawes.
Yeah. Councilman Dan Dahl. Mayor Pro Tem Ricky Gonsalas, it's his district.
I know, but we'll be here forever waiting on him.
I just was surprised you didn't make the motion, so I was like,
Yeah. I already called him Ricky once. I can't insult him further.
I get it.
We have 812 Vicnair here. This is probably one of the better ones of the bunch, but it still is not good. We got a lot of vagrants go in and out and destroy the entire inside. So it is a brick home though.
so you got nothing response from those people?
I have 8 owners and I have
Yeah.
5, 6 deliveries signed, but nobody has reciprocated.
Because I did pass by there twice, but it seems like, so who's cutting the grass?
Somebody is. I don't know.
I mean, you look at it, I mean, the back is,
The back's tall,
Yeah,
but
it's
it doesn't
total.
get much sunlight.
huh?
It doesn't get much sunlight, so it doesn't grow as much as you think it would.
I just don't get it. I mean, I have no problem, I mean, tearing it down next week, but it's really, it has some bones to it. That's what I don't
Yeah,
understand.
you could,
You know, you could
That's a
save
lot.
it.
That's a lot that probably could be resold. if they tore it.
Well,
Yeah.
And this property, and there's a whole list of people that y'all have notified. There's also a list of people who bought these things at tax sale who don't live here. And, McKinley James notified them. You've got probably 14 different tax sales on this property. You got all kinds of people on little bitty percentages, and it's a mess.
because we did that, a couple of meetings ago, that we had someone that was bought at a tax sale, and it was still, nothing was done after they bought it.
Yeah,
You know?
you're right.
Yeah, I mean, how long has it been empty? For the last,
3 years
yeah,
at least.
I have no problem giving 30 days, because, normally people, like the gentleman here, if they care about it, they contact me, the city,
Yeah, if
somebody,
they're
but
gonna
they
try to
don't
do
contact, I have no problem
Okay.
tearing it down, I mean, and that might be one way you might be able to get our money back, part of it.
Yes.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
You know?
Somebody could actually build a house on like
Yeah,
that. You know?
I'll make a motion.
Okay.
Put it
We have a
30
motion
days,
30
tear it out.
days. Any discussion? Do we have a
Second.
second? Mayor Pro Tem Ricky Gonsalas has a second. Is there any discussion? Everybody good? Please vote your machines. Thank you very much. All right, now we have a discussion item, which is more demos. So this is the topic of the night. Take it away, Matt.
So up next, we have another batch of 7 this time. The first would be 112 Monterey.
Oh.
This is not a terrible place. However, the back is broken on this house. If you get the right picture, go back that one right there. You can see the
Rear of the house.
the ridge of that house is broke, so it is falling in on itself. You know, back when you build houses, I guess this is 60s.
Yeah,
Probably.
probably.
They went too large on their spans, and it's just not adequate anymore for the weight
Yeah.
that's on there. So
Thinking the grass is cut.
Well, it worked till the ridge gave way, you know?
yeah,
Could you tell if it had termites?
that's
I
not
know
it. That's it probably does.
some
yeah.
of the neighbors
Yeah.
said it had termites.
Yeah.
Probably does.
And you can see the neglect. You can see the mast right there in that picture. It's the anchor for the tie. The service line is being pulled off the house. So I had Clico remove it so nobody got killed. You can see it dangling there, but progressively gotten worse.
Do we know how many owners, or you didn't look into that yet?
Well, no, we know.
No.
No,
Yeah, that's what this is
just to
for.
say, this is our
Yeah.
next batch, one
Yeah.
of the next batches that we'll get on.
Okay.
It's discussing and everything.
Yeah, we just discussed them, let you know what's coming. It also shows people that we're moving on more properties.
So we're not at this point setting a hearing date.
No,
Okay.
not yet.
But maybe what we can do before we set the hearing date is figure out who some of these record owners are. So if y'all know them, you can contact them.
Yeah, because we could have a victory. In doing these, we used to do these early more often than we have been. And every once in a while, somebody would say, oh, somebody went and
We've
bought
had
one.
those, yeah.
A couple of people stepped up and said, well, I'm going to take care of it. And they did.
Anything we can do before we get in the
Oh,
formal
yeah.
process is good.
Agreed. Okay, everybody good on that one?
Matt,
Oh, yes, sir.
the service line that you said was detached, I would maybe contact Cleco to have it removed.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's so low that somebody can reach up and get it, yeah, if it's not
Yeah.
de-energized already.
Cool.
Next up is 496 Apricot. This is a trailer, a mobile home. It's kind of a jungle, so it's hard to tell, but it is in bad shape. You really can't see it from the street unless you walk up on it. That is the street view. If you go back, right.
Hey Jeff, just a quick question. The ones we're discussing now, in a perfect world, how long before we see them back where we can demo? I'm just asking, legally.
Well, I mean, legally, I gotta work up the ownership for y'all, and then we gotta bring them back up here. And y'all need a vote to set a hearing date on these. So, give me a few meetings to get it done. And then we set the hearing date, y'all vote to set the hearing date for these properties, and we talk about who owns them, and then we have the hearing date. And the hearing date has to be far enough, in advance so we can give the certified mail notice. If it doesn't come back, we do the regular mail notice, and that's gonna take, 6 weeks or so from the time you set the hearing to the time you have the hearing. So, it's a process. We can get it started, but it takes time.
No, that's what I figured.
Up next is 915 Anderson. We keep up this lot.
Yeah.
Cut the grass there.
Yeah.
It is a brick home, so it's nice to have that envelope, but it's been sitting vacant for a long time.
It has.
So they still have bees in it? Because at one time they said there's some bees up in his home
Yeah.
here.
I'm sure.
It was hard to cut the grass because we would get chased out by bees for a while.
Remember we used to own that home a long time ago,
Who, you,
back in the day. They don't live here no more.
Okay. Next.
Next is 508 Julia. Very nice house. That
Another old house,
yeah,
Yes.
it's a shame.
Shame.
It has some vagrants in and out of it periodically, so we had to post a notice to vacate. But a very nice house at one time.
Yeah.
We also cut the grass there. The next one is 419 Deer, if you want to keep rolling, unless you got.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
The Julia Street address, had you been in contact with anybody there? I got a call on that one at one time. I went and looked at it, and it was a neighbor complaining,
Oh, of course,
basically.
yeah. We've been cutting the grass for years.
Yeah, it's been years that we have to go cut the grass, so it hasn't been.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of complaints about it.
Now, the Deer Street, we talked about that. That definitely, I don't wanna move on that.
Just a pile. It's a pile.
It's just all piled up.
It's almost a junk ordinance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost not a house.
Yeah.
The self-demolishing house.
Yeah.
One room left.
Telling you, man. Could get
that
like I
really
said,
a
we can move
demo
quicker
hill?
on the junk ordinance, probably.
It looks like you just
Deer
haul it
Street,
off.
Man, they got a lot of other houses like that too, man.
I know.
Them trailers.
Pelicans can just grab
You
it.
wanna ride?
Back
Yeah.
of the truck.
The last one would be 806 Edna.
Not the last one.
That's second to last.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And that is the rear. So
The,
wide open.
806 Adna, have you spoken to anyone there?
No.
Oh, yeah, the water.
I know, some of the owners there, I mean, the airship, but on one half of it, the guy's still there, handicapped. I can maybe help you with that one.
We've been cutting the grass for a while too.
There ain't much grass to cut there.
No, there's not.
It's,
Yeah.
it's fenced in. But, the tree is definitely in the middle of it. and
Okay.
They've been sleeping inside the house there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You're right, Joseph.
No, on the last one.
Last one is 205 Pollard. This one is not terrible.
Go inside.
I can't gain access.
But
It's
the
locked.
inside is worse than
Is
outside.
it, there is a hole that I could see a small room in there, but the roof is shot. There are all the sills are rotten on the outside.
Someone lived there 6 months ago.
They bought a brand new tank and everything.
Well, there's the old one right
That's the
there.
old?
Yeah, there's the new one on the porch.
Yeah.
The inside's pretty bad.
Yeah. Okay, so these will be up and coming, and, you know,
Hopefully
next-
somebody responds to it.
hoping somebody responds and does it themselves, picks up the ball so we don't have to. You know, we ought to look, one time I rode around and we just did trailers. They were cheap to tear down and they were quick. And again, there's no redemption. You know, if you look at a trailer that's in really bad shape, you can't fix it. The way they're constructed from the beginning, once the weather gets to them. So, not now, but at some point, and they're quick to do. At some point, we could have a night that we just bring trailers. Everybody pick a trailer or two in their district, you know, because they would be quick to tear down. They're actually cheaper to tear down. They don't normally have asbestos. They're cheaper to tear down than houses. So just remember that, you know, as you're in your district, if you see a few really bad trailers that they can't be fixed, we could bring them, we could do the 30 days, we wouldn't be hurting anything, and it would be an easy win,
Now,
just to tell you.
one,
Now, they still have as much legal work, though. You know?
one thing to bring up about 419 Deer Street.
Okay.
Yeah, I do have a family that has been calling me, trying to figure out who the owner is so that she can purchase the property, because they don't want to lose the mobile home,
Yeah.
non-conforming use to the property. So,
If they'd have to move, but now we did extend the time to a year, so that, you know, could do some good for somebody,
somebody's listening.
if somebody's listening. Yes, sir.
So, Matt, I'd put a property up that I know is gonna be very easy to get approved and move forward, is on Center Street, next to the karate place, the Gary's, Gary House, help me out, Troy. Tim Gary and them. So they complain that homeless is staying in the houses, and that's what's having a problem at the store in the corner of Center Street and Amador. And we, both owners live in town, it's gonna be very quick like that, so I wanted to tell Jeff, you
And
know.
that was not on the grant list?
Yeah, Renee
I don't
Gary.
know, I
It's
didn't.
Renee Gary, but I think
Renee
it's
Gary.
on, I thought it was on our.
I don't think it's on the
Did it
grant
make
list,
the
I could be wrong.
cut? On Center Street, Renee Gary.
I thought it was.
I could be wrong.
You're heading up Senator Amador on the right.
I'm just trying to see where we at with it because it's pretty quick. It's
It
gonna be a
was
quick
on
one.
on the grant list.
It
I think
was?
it was on the grant list.
It was, because
I don't
I
remember.
checked into it, because his brother, after he passed away, his brother asked me, and I checked, I think with the mayor,
Cause
on Rainey. and
they
it
calling
was
me,
on
you know,
it,
every
yeah.
2 weeks and when they call in, you know, and it'd be very easy to clear that time,
yeah, they
easy.
were-
It would.
Be quick.
But
And the store owner called me and said, look, you know, they camping out in the house and they causing trouble at the store, and so I figured if we can get that, you know, get that addressed, we could, sooner the better.
Well, we can check. I thought that was on the grant list.
It was at one point, if not now. Yeah.
They have one more house too I want to talk about. The one on Bayard with me and you talk about, next to, you know, Miss Martin house. The one that's on that
Yes.
list, yeah, she
Yes.
was interested in buying that house. She called Civic Source a few times and everything, but I told her I was gonna get with you, see if, would she be able to try to do that through us on buying that property?
Well, I mean, we don't own it. And we could, you know, if it comes off a tax sale or something, you know, then we could provoke, you know, that if the taxes aren't paid, but if it's adjudicated, I don't know, we're talking about a cheaper way to deal with adjudicated property
Right.
for people who want to pay something.
Because I've been
but-
talking to her about that, and I've been talking to Matt about it, you know, and he sent the information to me to send to her for Civic Source and everything. She made calls. It's right next to her house, and she would love to buy that property.
Yeah. Has she talked to Civic
She
Source?
talked to Civic Source?
They're not, she called, and then the people that they never really
I mean,
give
that's
her
the
the
business they
information.
in. You would think that they
But
would.
they wasn't giving her the information on how
Okay.
to go about doing it and everything.
weird.
But I did tell her I was gonna get with Jeff, because I know we talked about at one time, it could be possible that she can probably go through us on it.
We're trying to get there. We had a meeting about that this week.
Right.
And then the state's changed some rules.
Right,
It's just,
And
we
it-
weeding through a lot of
And as
stuff.
Marlo Lewis says, the harvest is plentiful and the laborers are few.
That's it. Yep.
Well, thank you.
Thanks,
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Matt.
All right, now we're to Councilman's announcements, remarks. I'll start with Councilman Dan Dahl.
Hey, I want to apologize for missing the last a couple meetings. I've been out of town a lot. Mayor, you know, I was thinking, I'm kind of excited about, starting to get some plans to get bids for the Pepperplex with that money we got.
Yes.
And when we just did capital outlay, and then last time we did capital, it took us a year.
Yep.
To get just where we can get plans.
Yep.
To that. So with that being said, I know they're working on plans now for the Pepperplex. How long you think from plans to bids how long you think that time would take before we can?
Pepperplex plans are being advertised now, so we're in the bid process. So let's say we bid in, I don't know the exact date, I think it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So 2? Okay, we bid in 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks we take bids, then we'll know our low bidder. We have a base bid and alternates. The alternates are always deduct alternates to make sure something comes in the money, all right, because we can't go back to the state for more money. So it'll bid in a couple weeks, we'll have a contractor. I've been a contractor a very long time. I don't know what the deal is, but it takes contractors much longer to get their paperwork and get to the table. I don't know if they're just busy or what the deal is. It is not unusual for them to not have all their paperwork in for like 45 days. I'd have it in 2 weeks. You know, I had it ready to go. I wanted to start. So they take longer to mobilize and get going than I've ever seen over the last couple of years. I don't know why. So I'm allowing a window of 60 days. It should take 30 days. But from what I've seen, they just seem to drag, all of them. So I would say that within 2 months, from 2 weeks from now, you'll be having construction going.
So it'll be 26.
Yeah, so construction will start probably January 26th. And the holidays are going to, between Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I would say January sometime, and the weather, of course. And that's just the start.
The rain's gonna start.
How do we, on timeline with the road?
The road's going well. They just set the half of the bridge, we'll call it, which is just a big giant concrete box. They set half of it today. I think they set the other half tomorrow. The weather's cooperated greatly. They had to pour a big foundation in the bottom of the canal. They got all that done. That went well. So the bridge should be in place by the end of this week. What we're calling a bridge is giant concrete boxes. Then they have the backfill to do. They have more road to put in, but they have been putting limestone and working on the road, doing dirt work. And then they'll have, from the change order, concrete to pour on each side to form a bridge side, if you will, with some, it won't have rails like it's going to have. It'll have a concrete wall, which is even better. So they have all that work. So I would say probably within 2 months, that should be done. So that'll be done around the time that the construction starts, which is a help.
Yeah.
And it's a year-long construction project. I mean, it's $3 million. It's not going to be done overnight. First thing I'd do is order my turf because there's only one more field of turf. That's a pretty controlled little environment that's easy to do. The lighting we're doing takes a long time. There'll be a building involved for the new office. The batting cage could be something that can get ordered pretty quick, the structural stuff you need for that. So there are some components that can get going quickly. There are some things that you're going to be waiting on for months and months, but that's kind of the timeline. I mean,
Well, the reason I ask is we've been talking about that phase for
a long time.
couple of years. And
Well, if
people's
you
like,
remember,
when y'all gonna do it? It's really not always up to the city.
well, we got
You know,
$1.5 million, okay, and then we had changes in Baton Rouge, and that held us up. And then our project was stuck in facility planning for a year. And then the state called, this is miraculous, and said, well, I know we've been a long time, we put in for another $1 million. And we actually got an additional $1 million to go toward that project before we even ever started the 1.5. That never happened. So, yeah, we waited, but the state was good to us. We got a couple of $1 million. We have our match. That's what puts us at the $3 million. But it was worth the wait. In other ways, we all antsy to have it and to get our ballpark finished and to increase the activity out there. But it has been a little bit of a ride, but it's finally here.
Well, it was just to mention that we don't control every project all the way.
Oh, no.
So
no.
we've been talking, but it's here.
Oh, yeah, they all come.
It's no more talking, it's action.
Yes, sir.
And just to let the public know, because
No,
we've
I
been talking about
appreciate
it for a while. I've been going there lately,
Yeah.
go watch some games, and people's like, I thought y'all would do this. I thought y'all would do that. I said, y'all always a lot. It's more than just
Well, we have a
us.
lot of that, you know,
Yeah.
look how long the roads took to get going. Now,
Yeah.
all of our contracts for $17 million are let on the roads, and every contractor's here in various, capacity,
Yeah.
thank you, working. But every contractor for the road is working. Same thing with some of the other stuff. We have drainage projects coming. Next meeting, we're gonna have a bunch of stuff to talk about.
Well, I appreciate it. That's what I wanted.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Okay, I'd like to mention that the Iberia Homeless Shelter is having an event, a 5th annual Heart for the Homeless event taking place at the Slyman, November 21st, 6 to 9 p.m. My heart goes out to these guys because they do so much within the community. The homeless population is constantly growing, and we will have something on our hands to be dealt with. So if you could go out and support, and there's a guest speaker there also, Elsa Dimitra Dis, if my pronunciation is correct, to hear what's going on. It may give us some insight on what we may need to do to handle this, because it's coming quicker than what we think. One more thing. I put some copies of the sheet on your desk. AT&T has elected to do a little connecting the community, which I think is good to see them connect and give back to the community. You know, so they hosting this event, food trucks and food giveaway, you know, especially at this crucial time. I think it's great, you know, so please come out and support that November 15th from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. So you might be catch a quick snack for lunch, you know, or after lunch. Okay, thank you.
And that's gonna be at their,
It's gonna be, I'm sorry, on Hamadal by their office on that parking lot. Said they got it all open up.
shopping
for that.
center parking lot.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, good, good. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm mentioning my neighborhood watch meeting is gonna be on the 19th of this month, and I also have Matt is gonna come also, well, he's gonna have Pierre to go through a lot of some of the same stuff we talked about tonight to let people know what's going on, and we all working on these dilapidated properties and things like that, and Todd said, the police chief said he'll be there as well, and you know, we'll make it like a little Thanksgiving type meeting. Have somebody gonna do gumbo, potato salad, you know, so if you're able to come out, Mr. Ron is gonna work with me also with some of his people, and we're gonna look at trying to have a meeting before we end the year, you know, because we don't do nothing in December. So this would be like a close for the end of the year for us. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
So just a quick note, you don't, you know, sometimes you don't envision some of the decisions we make that have an impact on local businesses or communities, but I came across, somebody told me today that, you know, we built this skate park, and there's some naysayers out there about it, but a lot of positive, and all of a sudden, lo and behold, you got two young individuals open a business today.
Yep.
And they're gonna start selling customized skateboards and apparel to dress, and they going online with it. So just the little things that we do and investments we make can spur businesses in our community, and I think that's just huge win-win. I want to see more activity like that, but I'm super excited that some of the things we're doing are showing some interest in our community, and every little bit helps. I mean, it might not be a big stroke of a pen, but every little bit helps and encourages people to do the same thing, and shows leadership.
Yeah, Laney and I were talking about that today. We're all impressed. You know,
Yeah,
just
it's great.
Look
It's
at this
great.
out the blue, you know.
Yeah, right. So
Young entrepreneur.
I'd like to get them there for the grant. You know, maybe we should, and just, you know, kind of promote, you know,
Give them a little table.
young
You know, we can
entrepreneur-
do that.
Yeah,
We'll contact you.
young entrepreneurs. You know.
When we do the ribbon cut, and they could have their merch out there.
Yeah, that's right. So
I like that.
But anyway, it's a good idea. So thank you.
Yes, sir.
I'm good.
You good?
Well, I have to say, the Halloween Boo and Bear went real well Friday, and a lot of people, children came out with the parents of the family, and it was a great event. Thank the city, and also me and New Day, and hopefully it'll be big and better next year. So it went real well.
I'm good.
Good. I'm good tonight. I think I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank y'all.